Okay, we're trying it again. If you can see me, let me know. I don't know how to use this thing, but I will figure it out. Chrissy, Kale, Nicole, where are you? Oh, there's my Kale.
Hey.
Hello, doll. What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Nothing. This is my first time trying this out, so I thought, well, I'll see if Kale's still up and see if my nieces are still up and see how far. See if I can figure it out.
Well, I'm glad I got to see if it works.
Yeah, me too. Where's your face? I don't see your face.
You want to see my face? I exited that camera for now because I didn't know who else was going to be on here.
Hi. You look so pretty.
Aww. You're just saying that because I'm under my blanket.
You're not under your blanket. How have you been?
Good.
So, what's been going on?
Nothing much. Just been working and stressing and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've been going through a lot of stressing myself.
Well, that's a live stream. You don't want to put it on live stream.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just me and Cal on here right now.
Let everybody hear your business.
No, they can't.
Oh, give me a light.
Good
morning,
Dwayne had a motorcycle wreck.
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
Didn't hurt the Harley, but it hurt him. He waited for over a month to go to the hospital. And then finally, when he went, he almost died because the infection where it crushed his shoulder, the infection got in his bone and it caused MRSA.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, well, he almost lost his arm. They cut him on both sides. They had a pig line in his heart. He was in the hospital for over 2 weeks, and
3 weeks.
it was crazy.
It's okay, I'm back.
Well, yeah. I'm glad he's back.
I'm not well.
Well, I've been stressing about a bunch of crazy stuff. I'll talk to you about that on a private stream. But
Yeah.
so what are you doing for Halloween?
I'm going to Tim and Ronnie's, and I'm going to dress up as Winifred Sanderson and go into Kroger's and cause a muck.
Oh my God, you got to video that.
Yeah, all I have left to get is the wig, and I'm trying to get the book or something that looks like it.
Now, see, if I could get my book finished, remember the one that I started on?
Yeah.
That great big one. Do you know I still haven't finished that?
Well,
I got I need to get that done. And Kimmy's got the what's her name? Sarah, the blonde headed one. Okay, she's got her costume. So she could be Sarah Sanderson and I could be Winnie.
Yeah, I got Winnie's costume for my birthday from Michelle. Got me that for my birthday.
Oh, cool.
Got me, the costume, and then all I do is have to get the wig.
Do they have a Spirit Halloween in your town?
Not in my town, but in Beckley.
Oh, wow. Then maybe it might be better for you to order it offline then, huh?
I'm going to because Tim's mom went to Spirit Halloween and I didn't like the looks of the wig. It didn't look it
Well,
it looked
see,
like the Queen of it didn't look good. It looked like the Queen of Hearts wig or something. It didn't look right.
right. Kimmy, when she went and got her, she got her wig from Spirit of Halloween, whatever the frick that place is called. She didn't like it. She ended up giving it to me, and then she ended up going to Walmart, and she bought one of those that's in the box for $10.
Mm-hmm.
It was way better than the one that she bought with the costume at Spirit World.
Spirit World, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I figured it would be.
That stuff's just overpriced and outrageous. I like to go look at it, but it's just it's way
Yeah.
overpriced.
It is. Tim made me a peanut butter and Reese cupcake for my birthday.
But by the way, happy birthday. I thought about you on your birthday. I thought about my granddaughter. Angie's back in jail.
No, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, she's been driving me crazy.
About got herself out here killed.
About got herself killed and
Again.
Messing with some bad people.
yes.
Bad people. Guy just got out of jail for
Messing
murder.
with some bad people, Kel.
The guy just got out
She
of
doesn't
jail
want
for
to look
murder.
like her friend, I'll tell you that much.
Thank you. That's exactly what I told her. And the guy that she's messing around with just got out of prison for murder. He murdered a pregnant girl. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? She comes to me, telling me, Mama, I need you to pray for me. And I'm all to pieces, worried about my kid. No, and then come find out she's messing around with hanging out. Well, she wasn't messing around with him, but he was there. You know what I mean?
Long story.
Yeah.
It's a long story. I'll tell you about it on one of our private conversations. But yeah.
Situation, boy.
Oh, and by the way, like at my birthday, Tim's new fiance, Ronnie, I think I've told you about him, I think. Anyway, they basically, I went over to their house, and they had a room full of black balloons, and that cake, and birthday card, and they took me to a bookstore.
Oh, cool. So it's a surprise one.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool. Well, did you have
The bookstore was in North Carolina.
So you went to North Carolina?
Yeah, 5 hours away.
Girl, you should have said, take me to Tennessee.
Oh, God.
I was right, just another hour or so away. You could have came and seen me.
I know. It's like, here's the weird thing. We were in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and my stepmom's mother lives in Winston.
Oh, wow. She's in Winston-Salem.
More than an hour.
Dwayne said just more than an hour.
9 hours.
She said just about 9 hours from us.
Yeah, Winston-Salem's way up in there.
That's crazy.
It was a surprise. I didn't even know they were taking me out of state. It was like a surprise.
Right. So if I come and whisk you up, it'd be okay if I bring you out of state?
Probably. I didn't know, here's the thing. If I would tell my grandma I went out of state, she'd have thrown a fit because she's so afraid of this COVID.
Yeah. Girl, she's got a right to be, because let me tell you, when Xavier's he's been homeschooled, and I had no clue. He's been homeschooled from his school. There's a teacher there that gets online, teaches the homeschool thing for the students that staying home, then does regular class at school. 2 different days in a row, I got phone calls from the Hamlin County Board of Education that 2 of the teachers that Xavier was going to have tested positive for COVID and was very sick. And I'm like, that's why I didn't want to send him to school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wear a mask when I go out. There's a mask on my face. And, unless I'm around people that I know that's not been around anybody that's been sick, but it's just mainly my family I've been around, you know?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, we're gonna want.
It's like the only two
I don't,
people that I've been around is Tim, and Walmart employees have to get tested every once in a while. So
Okay.
I
well,
know
that's a
he's
good
safe.
thing.
Shut it down.
Well, my brother has to get tested, where he works at. Before he can even go into the plant, if he is running 1 degree over his body temperature, they'll tell him to go home. And I think that's good that they do that because they're just trying to be safe, you know?
Look,
Yeah, it's like
he works in the food industry, that's why.
Yeah, he
it's
works
like
in the food industry.
I had to go to get my aunt's medication at the clinic, you know, and they checked my temperature, and she's like,
Okay, you
"Oh,
go sit down, man. Sit down.
it's
What's that about?
96.1." I was like,
Okay.
"Woohoo!"
Why
I
you
said, "That's my
face
normal
today?
temperature.
Why?
It always runs low."
What's that?
Girl, you know, I've been telling you about Frightmare Manor, and I've went there several times, you know,
What's that?
for Halloween.
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, back in the winter, I messaged them on Facebook, and I asked them, could I come up and do a paranormal investigation because of the history of the place, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I would rather not you do that right now unless we're here. He said because of the situation with the manor, of it having real paranormal activity and stuff go on there. So I waited, and we went Saturday night. And
Cool.
do you know I was one of the first people, which I took my infrared camera in, right? Because they don't like you to film inside of the haunted house. I took my camera in, and I went from when we walked up, I got all the way there, all the way through the house. I got video of the whole house. I had to slow the video down, and I'm going to show it on part 2 of the video that I'm going to put up on YouTube. But Kel, you would not believe I caught apparitions of the Lexers. I dug up. I went and looked in the archives. This man was so freaking evil. The stuff that I read about blew my mind. He wasn't only he was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia, right? But he hid it. He hid it in front of the businessmen, and nobody knew that he was sick like that. And then these bodies start piling up, and then he kills his family, and then when they're out there looking around, they find 30-something more bodies in shallow graves. He was mutilating them and eating them, making them fight each other to the death. And then the person that lived for the extra few minutes had to eat from that person they killed. And I'm like, this man he was just pure evil, you know?
That's why his spirit hasn't moved on, and that's why that place is so haunted.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you go.
Yes, and I felt it several times. And part 1, you know, the video, you'll see me turning around with the camera. I mean, I knew when the actors were touching me. But it's a different feel when you feel you know, you feel a spirit touch you. It's a totally different feel.
Like,
It's just
I'm not going to change the subject, but Tim's having problems in his apartment because not only, the veil's thinning, right? Because of
right.
Halloween, but he's been hearing, it sounds like paper or the trash can rattling, and he'll go in and both of the cats are sleeping, so it's not them. And then he says, I feel the weirdest feeling in my kitchen area. And he's like, it's like someone's breathing down my neck. And I'm like, okay. Because here's the weird thing. On my birthday, they went and got themselves some pizza, right? Because I quit, where I'm still vegan, I don't eat pizza. So I was like, I'll just stay here and watch the cats and stuff. Because I was playing the Switch, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I went into the kitchen to get my soda, and this is before he told me it happened, okay? And I felt something on the back of my neck, and it felt like breathing in my ear. And I turned around and I just went, okay, you know what? I ain't dealing with you on my birthday. Go away. And I just chopped it up because I had a little bit too much to drink too. And so when he told me that happened to him the other night, like 2 nights ago, I was like, you kidding me? I was like, no, that creeped me out. And I didn't tell him my experience. I ended up telling his fiance because Tim's afraid of that kind of stuff, and he calls them boogans.
Right. Well, I was just thinking about you the other day on October the 1st because, you know, it was the harvest moon. Did you see how big and bright the moon was?
The actual harvest moon isn't until the 31st of October.
Okay, well, the other day there was one. And Cal, here it was huge. And I told Xavier, we went outside, I was looking at it, and I said, I bet you Aunt Cal is going crazy with voices talking to her right now. He said, what do you mean? I said, Xavier. I said, when the veil starts thinning, I said, they mock to her like moths to a flame.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I bet she's here. Oh, I figured you was.
Before I got on this live stream with you, Ruby was barking at the closet door for no reason. Well, it was a shadow person.
Girl, I went and investigated this girl's apartment. And the funny thing is, I met her in the Dollar Tree, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know who she was. Me and Xavier was talking about, I was trying to find something that I could make a REM pot out of because I bought the guts to make one. And I thought, well, I would like to make one out of one of those coffins. Put some hard stuff around the coffin thing to make it hard and sturdy and make a REM pot out of a coffin. Well, she overheard me and Xavier talking. She walked away at first and then she came back and she said, do you do paranormal investigations? I said, I do. And she proceeded on to tell me that her apartment was haunted. And they had lived there for 2 years. And this thing was showing itself to her 2-year-old son as a child. And she said the little boy had conversations with it. She showed me pictures where she was at home alone one day. And she heard the bathroom door shut. So she got up and went and looked in the hallway, and she happened to look down. Kel, she showed me these pictures of perfect wet feet print. There wasn't no drippings of water around it. It was just perfect wet feet print. And she's like, my husband's even heard his name called out, and when he looked up, our son was standing and he was looking at the closet. So we went out there and investigated her house, and I set some cameras up in different rooms. Several of them we caught some voices, and in the kids' bedroom especially, there was a bunch of orbs like they was coming out to the door to see what we was doing, and a big figure I caught on my my RLS camera.
I can already tell you that there's a portal in that boy's closet.
Mm-hmm. That's what Xavier felt too, because he asked her. He said, "Have you ever, has the little boy ever tried to open the closet?" And she looked at Xavier and said, "Why?" And he grabbed his ear. And because when spirits get next to him, his ears start ringing real bad. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Mama, I need to go outside, man." He said, "My ears are ringing." Well, he had to step outside when he came back in. He said, "There's something in that closet." He said, "Because my ears were ringing." And it almost gets him to the point of where it brings him out in tears. So,
mine rang like I have tendinitis.
Go.
Yeah, it's exactly like what it is.
Go.
And it never does it to him until we go to the graveyard and he feels something.
No, he is a sensitive boy. It's not only the fact that he's still at that young age where he doesn't mind to believe in stuff like that, but if you let him harness that gift, and do right by it, it'll get stronger
Right.
if he's not afraid of it.
Well, that's what
I'm
I
just
told
saying
him. I
that from
said,
experience.
right. And that's what I told him. I said, well, Xavier, I said, that's a gift. I said, and be thankful for that. I said, don't be scared of it. The girl that, her name was Veronica, very sweet girl, really good people. She was telling me that she, believes she's a sensitive because she hears voices all the time. She said her ear starts ringing. She said, but I don't know how to, accept it. She said, I've never accepted it because it's always scared me and freaked me out. And I said, well, I'm not going to tell you to accept it. That's up to
She has
you,
to make that. Mm-hmm. Do you know? I know. I've been talking to this other spirit medium. I'm going to add you to her group called the Happy Healing Shop.
Mm-hmm.
But her name is Maria Hill, and she told me when she senses spirits, she feels a burning sensation like through her spine, not like a bad burning sensation, but like tingling.
Right.
All mediums hear it differently or sense spirits differently. It's just
Exactly.
mine's just been ringing in the ear like you're trying to get my attention. And if I
Well,
don't get there, the
I
more I
was
don't pay
telling that,
attention to it for it, the louder the sound gets.
right. Well, I was telling her, I said, about you, and I told her, I said, I've got a real good friend. I said, she's more like my sister than she is my friend. I said, but, I said, a few years back, I said, some really bad stuff happened to one of my daughter's friends. I said, it wasn't on Facebook or anything. I said, my friend felt it, and she messaged me, and I said, when we was talking, I said, I just casually brought it up. Hey, Kel, keep Angie in your prayers. She's pretty upset right now. And I went on to tell her that you said, what about her friend that's missing? And I told that girl, I said, it blew me back in my seat when she said that. I'm like, what do you mean? I said, my friend described this girl that was missing to a T. She had never seen this girl from Adam. I said, she kept seeing the number 3. I said, and she told me she didn't know if it's going to be 3 days, 3 months, or 3 years, or 3 hours. I said, but she kept seeing the number 3, and I said, she told me that's going to find her in a wooded area. I said, everything she said, they found her in March. They found her on the 3rd day. And she'd been gone 3 years. And they found her in a wooded area. I said, if I would have told the police that, they would have thought I was freaking losing my mind. But, a lot of times when they would call in sensitives like that,
Mm-hmm.
because at that point you're wanting any information that you can grab a lead on.
Yeah. I just like when you're telling me about this girl's apartment, I just sense that there's a portal in that closet and more than one spirit's coming through that closet.
Yes, they was 2. They were 2. Actually, I think there might have been 3 because see that place where the home's built was bad land anyway. And the guy downstairs from them, a real mean, grouchy guy, had died. And a lady right across from her, 45 years old, was coming down the stairs, and it was raining to go roll her windows up in her car. Yes.
Who are you talking about?
Over where that girl's apartment I investigated. I told her, I said, I believe, you know, she's one of the good spirits here trying to protect your son from the bad one.
Do you want to know who I think the bad one is already? I was
Who?
sensing a man,
Mm-hmm.
like very tall, about 6'2", broad shoulders.
Hell, you've got to go watch that video because you just described him to a T.
I ain't took my vacation measures today.
Really?
He is, yes, I haven't, he is, you know, the RLS camera, it shows the skeleton figures, right?
Get up, bud.
Kimberly's boyfriend is standing
Yeah.
right next to that closet, squatted down,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
videoing. These things are popping up in different places. Well, when it popped up, it looked like it had its arms stretched out, and it was real tall, and it was looking down over him. And I'm like, well, what are you trying to do? I said, are you trying to harm him? And you can hear it come through the box and said, he will be mine. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, you just described
Are you
him to a
gonna
T.
are you gonna ask her if she wants her apartment saged or blessed of any sort?
I did do that.
And
After
how's
I
the
went through that,
activity for her?
she said, well, I felt it leave. And I told her, because it was running. It was running from room to room. Well, I told her, I said, open up that door and take your house back. Well, when she did, I felt it, and you could smell like rotten eggs. Soon as we opened the door, and you could feel like a lighter, almost like the room got brighter. You know what I mean? And she looked at me and she said, I feel like I've had a weight lifted off my shoulders. Well, I told her, I said, just, you know, get a hold of me tomorrow. Let me know how, because it was attacking her son. I mean, pulling him out of the bed and everything. I said, let me know if your son was able to sleep in his bed. She messaged me the next day and she said, I just want to thank you for coming through my house and the prayers you said and the cleansing that you did. She said, last night was the first night my son was able to sleep in his bed in going on
Good.
over a year.
That's good.
So whatever I did it right.
You did. I have faith in you. You did it right.
Well, I learned from the best.
You learn. Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, I've learned from Ed and Lorraine Warren, even though they don't know it. So.
Right. I think a lot of people looked up to them, Kel.
And then there's Hans Holzer, even before the Warrens. He's
Who?
from like 1930. Look up Hans Holzer.
Let me
He
write
was
that
a
down.
Hans Holzer. I don't know how to spell his last name, but there is a show on Travel Channel called The Hanser Files or something like that.
Oh, well, I
And
love that. That's my favorite channel is Travel Channel. I watch it all the time.
have you seen the Ed and Lorraine Warren little tribute documentary?
Yeah, I did.
It made me want to cry.
I know.
I love those two very much.
You know, it was
And
sad.
do you know that new spirit medium woman I've been talking to? I think I was meant to meet her, on TikTok of all places.
Really.
Because I was going through a rough time. I'll tell you about it in a private chat sometime.
Okay.
And for some reason, I told her, I said, I think I was meant to meet you. She's like, me too. Something was telling me when you popped up and commented on one of my videos that I needed to add you and get a hold of you. So we've been working together, and we're learning from each other. Like, there's even things that she is still learning and I'm still learning, so we're helping each other.
That's great.
And I'm learning Reiki, which is moving energy and healing.
That is real great.
I had to order a new pendulum because I don't know what happened to my old one.
That's something I need to get.
Amazon has them for, I think I paid $10 for the one I got. And it's
I
a
want one that's got the
moonstone.
rose quartz on it. You know what I mean? That's
They
made out
have
of the
those,
rose
but
quartz.
yeah, they're a little more expensive. For some reason, the stone that speaks to me, because you know I go by what speaks to me.
Right.
I'm always drawn to the moonstones, but they had pink quartz. It was $14, but I got, for some reason, mine was on sale, the one I wanted. It was the rainbow moonstone. But see, the rose quartz represents love and healing
Right.
because it's pink.
Right.
But you can use clear quartz. Well, actually, any gemstone or crystal can heal. It's just your intention. It's whatever
Oh,
speaks
before I
to you.
forget, anyone that's gonna watches this video, because it will be going up on YouTube after we end this broadcast. This is my friend Kel. She is a paranormal investigator. She's a demonologist. What else, Kel?
Well, I'm also a pagan, a Norse pagan, but I really do respect everybody's religion, beliefs, and when I do investigations, I actually respect people's religion. So however they want me to bless their house, I'll do it any way they want.
Right.
Like, so if they're Catholic, I'll do it in the Catholic prayer. If is what I usually do. If they're Christian, but if they're other, I'll do it my way.
Right.
Which is still giving prayers and blessings and positivity. So, that's what I do, and I help people.
She's got a portal on her land.
I do. I closed it, but there's energy still flowing through it.
Have you had any more
There's also
hitchhikers, as you call them?
hitchhikers. Yeah, there's stragglers coming through. Yeah.
Kel gets these little spirits coming through there, and they like to make themselves known to her. And when she don't feel like talking, she lets them know, "Hello, goodbye. I'm not in the mood today."
Yeah, come back later. That's for sure.
Guys, we
And
was on video one night talking, and she told me, she said, "I'll get back with you in just a minute." Her friend Michelle was there, and Michelle comes running out of Kel's bedroom screaming, "You need to get in here now. The bed was moving." Kel goes in there, and what was it you was telling me? There was a big black thing in there that you seen plumb through the roof.
yeah, it was hovering over where she was laying, and I just took holy water and basically told it to get the heck out.
And that, guys, let me tell you, the look on her face, she was serious, and but not only serious, she was pissed that it scared her friend that bad.
Oh yeah, and when I say it shook the bed was this big heavy bed from the 30s, so it was made out of real heavy wood. It wasn't like the kind of wood. It wasn't particle board, so to shake that bed like that, there had to be something.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I think I told you about that jewelry box, didn't I, Kel, that Xavier found here. I
Yeah, the
think it
one
was
that
last
had the
summer.
negative. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yes, I was just thinking about that thing the other day. I don't know where it went after I gave it to that girl. She said she buried it, and I said, "Well, good, that's what you're supposed to done with it."
Yeah, like if you burn like something that has an attachment, you're just releasing the energy out to attack someone else. So you usually just bury it and put salt over it. That'll
Right.
purify it, and just bury it. Don't burn anything that has an attachment. It's not good.
She,
Bury it and forget about it.
I, I don't know how, She had went on an investigation with us up to the old historic cemetery in Russellville, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just had this feeling this girl's really gonna be put through the test tonight because they're gonna go after her. I could feel it. Well, she
Because she's
asked
the
to
weak
use
link.
yes, she asked to use my spirit box, and I gave it to her. And for her to freak out like she did, that told me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She and she's like, "Here, get this," and all it said is, "You're in danger." It didn't say her name, that that person was in danger. It said, "You are in danger." She's freaking out and screaming, handed me the box. And I'm like, "What is going on with you?" She said, "That thing said my name and said I was in danger." I said, "No, it didn't say your name. It was just warning you that there was going to be danger." But she was freaked out. She was ready to leave right then and there. So I asked her boyfriend, I said, "Jacob," I said, "how long has she been doing paranormal investigations?" He said, "Honestly, I think this was her first one."
And
I
probably her
said,
last.
That's what I said. Well, she gets home and she goes and sends my daughter these pictures. She said, "Look at my back." She had three great big long scratches from the top of her shoulder all the way down to the side of her hip.
Well, when you're doing paranormal investigation, you're not supposed to show fear because that makes you weak and that makes you vulnerable.
Exactly. And that's what I told her boyfriend. I said, when she shows fear, she's like a magnet to them. They're going to go after her. I said, "Don't never show fear." And he's standing there. He's like, "Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to crap my pants right now." I said, "Well, you might not want to let that be known out loud." I said, "You're the next magnet they're going to pick."
I mean, I still get scared on some investigations. I just have to keep my cool.
Girl, I'm not going to lie. Um, when we was doing the girl's apartment and I went into the bedroom by myself, yes, I felt something there and it was strong. But I
Mm-hmm.
knew I wasn't going to show, I wasn't going to let it know that I was scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a dog. Like if you show dog fear, it'll attack you.
Yes. Oh, speaking of that, um, Kimberly, I don't know, you didn't know. I don't know whether you've met Girl, our pit bull we've got.
You've
Okay,
told me about her.
Girl that was trained to hunt bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, her boyfriend gave her to us. Timmy's boyfriend gave her to us, and you remember Sebastian,
Yeah.
Timmy's black cat. Well, I left one day, and these animals were all laying in here in a circle on the floor watching The Lion King. And I got video of them doing it. I thought that was the cutest thing. Well, the next day, I left, went to take my brother to an appointment, and when I came back, I noticed a strong smell of cat pee, and I'm like, "Oh boy, I'm gonna kill you." And I wished I'd never said those words. I walked into through the house looking for the animals because there wasn't no animals in here. They was gone. I'm like, "Xavier, someone's broke in our house." I got to open up the bathroom door. There stands the pit with blood all over its face. My wall chewed out. I pushed the door on open. There lay Sebastian. I'm like, "Oh my God." Freaked out over that. Um, and I was so worried about her even being around my grandkids. And I made her stay outside for a few days. And she was so depressed, you could tell she didn't understand what she did was wrong because she was raised to hunt. Well, few weeks went by. I started, trusting her a little bit again. Kimmy comes back home and she goes and gets these beautiful, ugly cats. You know what I'm talking about? The ones got the smushing faces.
Yeah.
The male name was Binks, and the other one's name's Athena. Well, Athena loves Girl. I mean, she climbs up on her side and she needs, and Girl just loves it. Well, I had went to see Dwayne at the hospital a couple weeks ago. Binks came through here. Austin and Xavier was outside playing, and when they came back in, Austin looked down. They was fur all over the floor. He's thinking, "Oh my God!" Looked up on the couch. There was Girl with Binks in her mouth. Had
She
killed.
does not like boys.
No, she does not. That makes the second boy cat she's killed. And I told Kimmy, I said, I believe it's got something to do with it being a male cat. Because she doesn't try to bother Athena a bit. Now, Sage, she knows better. I mean, Sage will run and hide from her. Sage is a boy, but I've told her, I said, you hurt that cat. Hey, he was just in here earlier, I let him out. But this dog is a big baby kill. It's like I tried to tell Kimmy, she doesn't realize what she's doing is wrong because she was trained to hunt. But I've got to find her a home. And I hate to because I love her so much. This dog sleeps with me. She loves Xavier like no other. But I'm not
See,
going to be
the
able to
thing
take her
is,
with me.
no. It's like, I think she just does not like male cats.
Well, I was also wondering, did she think that Binks was Sebastian? You think that could have been
I'm just
part
thinking
of
maybe
it?
she doesn't like male animals, period.
Might be. This cage, now, I mean, we've got one of these big kennels, enough for her to stretch her body out in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This dog, well, I was afraid to leave her out in the house when I left because I was afraid she'd kill the other animals. We've been locking Dozer and Katie up in the room when we leave, making sure that Kimmy's got her cats locked up in the room, and I've been making Sage go outside. Come back the other day, honey, she bent those bars with her teeth and got out of this big metal kennel. And I'm like, oh my God, she does not want to be in that thing.
Now, see, there's not such things as bad pets. I think her previous owner wasn't a really good owner.
Right.
Go.
And
And
so
you know
she's
that,
got behaviors that she needs to be
yes,
retrained.
yes, because she is such a good dog, man. I mean, this dog, I can snap my fingers and she'll do whatever I tell her to do. What?
She put down good one pig.
I'm gonna pee pee, Katie. I'm gonna pee pee.
Not Dover, no.
Hang on, sis. Let me open this door and get this. Go pee pee. Go pee pee. Good girl. Yeah, all kinds of craziness has been going on.
Yeah, same here. I think it's just where this year has just got so much weird energy, and then the veil spinning, it's just making everything crazy.
Yes, you're exactly right, and that's what I was telling Xavier the other day. When I told him, I said, I bet Aunt Kel's going crazy right now. He said, what do you mean? I said, son, every year when it gets fall and the veil starts thinning, I said, those spirits, they flock to Kel, and all she hears is blah, 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 blah. I mean, they don't give her time to answer. I said, sometimes it drives her
No, I
crazy.
don't.
She can't stand it.
Oh, it does. And I can't get my camera to adjust the way I want it. Sorry about that.
You're fine, honey.
But Ruby was snoring. You can't see her because it's dark, but there she is.
I see a little bit of her.
But I've also dyed my hair like a foam greenish blue.
Oh, really? When did you do that?
August.
Oh, I seen some of it. Let me see. Put your head down. Oh, yeah, I can see that. That's pretty.
And my hair's really long.
Good. Don't cut it.
Like, just check my Facebook page out. You'll see the
I will.
pictures.
I hardly ever get on Facebook. Dwayne gets on there more than I do.
ain't been
The only
on
time
there
I
in
get
weeks.
on there is
I
when
ain't been
I
on there in weeks.
put my YouTube videos
You hear what I'm saying?
up on there. Dwayne said he hadn't been on there in weeks.
Yeah, I'm not in weeks.
But yeah, I only usually get on there, Kel, when I just go to, post those videos up.
Yeah. I was thinking about you the other day.
And it's odd because I was you too.
It's like,
But the 1st of October, was your ears burning real bad? It wasn't
it was like
bad.
this. No, it was like the 2nd of October. I was like, boy, I miss Rhoda.
And then when
And
it
then
became
today, then,
Spice's birthday,
yeah, today's Spice's birthday, or was. It's
yeah.
almost probably midnight now. I haven't
I
looked at my
did post
watch.
on that. I shared your picture. I love that video. I always love that video that you and him did of that little scene. I shared that on my Facebook.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I
I have
love that.
more weave videos, but I have to ask Niff for them back because when I got a new iPhone because mine broke in July. I had to get a new one.
Still got
So,
the same number?
yep. I just
This
got the
dog
iPhone
just let
11.
itself in. Well, but that was a
Girl.
pretty penny, wasn't it? Yeah, no, it was Katie.
Not well. I'm paying payments on it, but $600 because
That
the
well,
12's about to come out. So
are you gonna get the 12?
no, I got the 11 because I ain't paying $1,400 for a cell phone. That's
Whoa,
crazy.
whoa, no shit. That's crazy.
I'll wait until they go down in price. I never buy the new iPhones anymore. I just wait a couple models, then get the.
Right.
I got a new mini fridge for my birthday. I took all my birthday money and bought a mini fridge.
Oh, that you got it in your room?
Yep.
That's good. Listen, when I'm gonna start doing more live streams, I'm gonna order some of those angel cards.
Yeah.
I won't run my spirit box in my house, and you know why. But I am gonna be doing spirit box, and I was wondering if you want to become one of my moderators.
Yeah, I'll even help you with questions if you don't know them or whatever
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm gonna do that. That way, because I know you know a
I
lot
even
about that
told you
stuff.
that I would even help you with your paranormal YouTube channel if you wanted me to.
Yeah, I'll send you a text with all that information. That way, you'll have it. Okay.
Okay. And if you want, like, I can even do a video
Oh,
and
God.
post it on your thing about Amberly and stuff.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great.
And so if I do investigations in West Virginia, if you kind of want to branch off and have your Crypt Keepers haunt team be even in West Virginia,
That
we
would
can
be
have a
cool.
chapter here. And because I know Michelle and I would, and even though my friend Tim is and his fiance, we can be your branch in West Virginia.
Yes, that would be great. That's a good idea.
That's what I've been thinking of that.
That would
Because
be cool.
Aaron kind of disbanded the one that we were doing together because he hasn't been feeling good and stuff, and I just don't feel like using the same name. So I was thinking, I wonder
Right.
if Rhoda wants to branch out and just have her Crypt Keepers paranormal team in West Virginia too.
That'd be great. That is actually an awesome idea.
And
And you know what? And I've not seen no other channels do that either. So
no,
that would be a
haven't either.
first. So that's a real good idea, Kel.
Yeah, I kind of got that from the Wraith Chasers because I think one of their team members were from somewhere else.
Right.
But now they can't do their YouTube channel because they got their
TV
Oh, by
show.
the way, I saw Omar on another episode of
Paranormal Caught
Paranormal
on
Caught
TV.
on tape. Yeah, I was like, dumbass.
Well, I've got several. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send them to you, and I want you to look at them. Pick one,
Oh,
or maybe
do
I'll
you know
send in the
Jack
3.
Osborne? Jack Osborne
Yeah,
also has one.
yeah, I got his information down too. I was gonna send videos into them and Paranormal Caught on TV. One, or maybe both will pick up
Do you
the
remember the
videos,
doll
cause
that broke? The haunted
yes,
doll? Do you still have that? Because I thought it would be really good as well
I've
to
got
be a
her
submission.
body. I
No,
have her
yeah, I
body,
mean,
the video. Yeah, I've got the video up on my channel.
yeah, you should show them that one, and
Okay.
then that would be one. I mean, I haven't seen the other ones you suggested, but that's a really creepy one. I could think that if you sent that one into Jack's, Ozzy would have a
Right.
field day.
That's a good idea. Yeah, let me write that down because Kel, I'm getting old and forgetful and
Lord, I turned 38.
sending
I'm
doll.
forgetful.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that doll
I
video is
mean,
freaking crazy.
see, because I've been wanting to send stuff into Jack, but all I've got is pictures of Amberly. I don't have any, like, good, compelling evidence right now. It's just
You
like,
know what? You know that place that your friend's house that you investigated and you was holding your crucifix in your hand. That audio where you would take that and you was saying in it, I feel like my hand's on fire.
mm-hmm.
I wished you could have got that on video because man, that would have made such a good video.
And also the one, it was the same one where um you you heard the spirit mocking me, asking me, "Can we go home now?"
Hmm. I'll tell you a place
And
that I want to go.
where
Hell's Bar Dam.
I've heard of it.
It's
It's
right
in
on the
Tennessee, right?
outskirts of, yeah, it's right on the outskirts of Knoxville. It's not too far from me. But the thing, I want to go do a paranormal investigation there, and you got to have a group of 6 or more, and it's
Yeah, so you're
$400
supposed
for
to.
the whole night. So I need to
Um,
get people up that want to go and investigate it, but everybody have their money because I'm not gonna pay no $400 for one night.
no, that's the way it is with the lunatic asylum here in West Virginia.
That's crazy.
Oh, by the way, I actually want to go to the Bell Lake Farm.
See, you could come see me and we could go there.
There's also a grave. Also, I want to go to North Carolina because I forgot the name of the cemetery right now, but I think it's in Greenboro. Greenboro. Um, but it's a haunted cemetery, and I want to go there.
You remember the old Morristown Cemetery where I was telling you that witch's crypt, somebody had slid the lid open over it, where you could see enough and see the bones with the
Yes.
camera? Well, we went back up there. You know, I go up there every year to do my Halloween countdown thing.
Uh-huh.
We went up there a couple of weeks ago to do a video, and someone took the lid completely off of it and took every one of her bones.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not good. And I was asking her, her name was Lucille. And I said, Lucille, I said, who took your bones? She said, the mean men did. I mean, just plain as day, the mean men did. We got some really good EVPs from her resting area. My camera, Kimmy told one of my cameras, I had it sitting down there and it just knocked over. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And it came over the EVP box. I knocked the camera over. Just plain as day, I knocked the camera over. My batteries went all down inside of that empty crib. There was a big hole because Kimmy couldn't find my batteries, and I was having to look with my flashlight, and it was like a hole that maybe some kind of animal had dug out inside there. I had to reach my hand down in there to get the battery out, and I'm like, hope something don't grab my hand. But that was another time I was scared, and I was not wanting to show no fear.
I mean, like I said, I get scared. But yeah, send
Well,
me
we
some
all
of those
do.
videos. Send me some
I
of those
will.
videos and I can look through the rest of them. But I really like that doll one because that one was creepy.
Yeah, it is.
I hated that doll anyway.
I said, because I left it sitting out there on the porch. And I don't know how it got knocked over. But when I went out there, I mean, the whole face was just crushed. And Xavier's like, now you could throw that dang thing away. I told you I felt something bad on it. I said, Xavier, yes, there's something bad on it. I said, but I need to order another
Yes.
head for it. And he said, you throw that doll away.
I will say, once, I'm sure you don't sense anything on that doll anymore.
Well,
Because when the face broke like that, I think it released itself.
right. Now, I'm going to tell you, the old Raggedy Ann doll that Kenny and Brent got me a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
I told you about when I went out in the garage and I had some of my Halloween stuff sitting out there, going through it to set it up in the yard. Well, I had that one creepy doll that I made sitting on the tray of an old high chair that I found, an old antique high chair. I had Raggedy Ann shoved down inside of it. Well, went back out there the next day to start moving stuff around. Held my hand to God. The tray was standing straight up. This doll was sitting on it like it was just sitting there anchoring. How would it have did that without falling off?
Wouldn't
I
because it's a
told
Raggedy Ann doll.
Kenny, I said, well, the first night she got me that doll and she buckled it in the back seat of my car. I took Lyric home and I was on my way back. I forgot about that dang doll being in the car and I felt something, like a kid would kick the back of the seat and you could feel it. I felt it when I was turning the corner to come up the driveway and I jumped out and Kimmy was out in the garage and she said, Mom, what's wrong with you? I said, I started praying instantly. I said, something was in my damn car. I just felt it kick the back of my seat. And I looked and there sat that Raggedy Ann doll. She said, well, Mom, we did get that doll from a thrift store. So I think that doll's got an attachment on it as well.
Well, it is not Annabelle, I can tell you that much.
Oh, no. I don't think it's nothing horrific like that. I don't think it's nothing bad. You know what I mean?
No, Annabelle is not human.
No, that's pure hell. That's pure pits of hell.
I don't know which demon's attached to it, but it posed as a little girl named Annabelle.
Mm-hmm. That's what I try to tell
Gives me the creep.
that Veronica, the one that I did her apartment. I told her, I said, don't be fooled. I said, this is not a child showing. I said, what your kid is seeing might look like a child. I said, but it's not. I said, it's something dark and it wants to.
I mean,
it wants your child's soul, what it wants.
There's some children's spirits still lingering, but not a lot, and they wouldn't harm kids like that.
No.
I
No, and
mean,
she was saying it
the
was just,
one in my friend's, the one still in my friend's house, he won't let me get rid of it.
why, Cal? Are you
Because he's afraid it's
serious?
gonna. I think honestly, where he's injured, um, with back issues and stuff, it's got
Right.
that spirit's got him in a really dark place, and
Mm,
that's why him and I have been talking. Because I think the thing is trying to keep me away.
exactly.
But I will say his wife has gained weight because I think she's stressed and she's just overwhelmed, and yeah.
Yeah, that's I've been going through that, just
I think he's
feeling
oppressed.
real overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And and of
Yeah,
course
but
some of
I'm going
mine
to
could
tell
be
you this what
menopause
I
too.
told you could. But not only that, remember you are sensitive, because you open yourself a little bit so you can feel that energy shift.
Right.
And not only that, but where this whole COVID thing's happening, everybody's energy is like, let me put it this way. I don't like going in a store right now where I'm an empath as well. I don't know my feelings from everybody else's sometimes because they get jumbled.
Right.
I don't like a store. I don't like this COVID bull crap. Some of it, yeah, you do worry, but I think some of it is put on with, how they make you afraid. I mean, yes,
Yes.
we should fear it because there's no vaccine for it, but the way the news is portraying it, it's making it 10 times worse and being super paranoid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna
And I
lie.
think,
I let it make me super paranoid.
I did at the beginning, but I'm like, I can't do that because my last doctor's appointment, I'm just going to put it out here because I know you're not going to put all this on your thing, right? You're going to edit it?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna edit it.
Well, in my last doctor's visit, I have a slight bit of fibromyalgia starting.
Bless your heart.
And because it's from that car accident that, that car hit me in 99. You know how I
Mm-hmm.
have nerve damage? It started in my arm and it's kind of moved its way to my back. My back tingles so bad and burns like I feel like I have acid or something going through my spinal cord.
Oh my God, is it your disc? Is it your disc bulging? Or you have sciatic nerve damage?
No, it's just the nerves in my body are firing off wrong, and that's
Wow,
what
Cal.
fibromyalgia is. It's just where nerves misfire, and people think you have to hurt constantly all the time, and it's not.
Right.
It's you can have certain areas hurt, like my back, and especially when you have bad anxiety, it gets worse.
Oh yes.
So, so they put me on nerve medication, which is Effexor.
Right.
They also double that as depression medicine, but mine's for nerve pain.
Right.
And I take
Now,
Buspar.
now they used to have me on Klonopin
Yeah,
for that, and remember that one stuff I used to I used to you and Michelle would laugh at me for saying it. Ropendahl.
Rip and Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you called it Rip and Raw or something.
And you and her both would laugh at me because she was working in the pharmacy at the time, and you're trying to tell her, what is Rhoda talking about? It's this medicine for restless leg syndrome, but it's also for Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, they
You
got
know,
a lot of
Kel,
medicine.
I had to get away from that shit because it wasn't helping me. And they telling my doctor now, I don't know if it's where this makes my second year going through menopause. I'll have mood swings hit me. My legs feel like they're coming off my body. I'll start hurting up my back. Ungodly pain coming up my back. I've noticed my joints are starting to hurt more, especially my wrist. You know, I broke it years ago when Kimmy was like 19 years old. Well, I refractured it again. Remember last
Yeah, I
year?
remember.
Okay, I think I did it again. Now
Mhm.
it's all swelled up. I can't hardly use it. I'm thinking that I've refractured it again, but in turn too, I'm getting old, you know? My bones ain't wanting to stay together.
Yeah. But I have another doctor's appointment tomorrow. So, or well, today, it's after midnight. But yeah, and my sister was diagnosed with early stages of MS.
Oh my God. I hate to hear that.
Yeah. So she's got the same thing as Jack Osborne. Hers is just like
Bless,
Jack's, where they caught it early.
bless her heart.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Kel,
my back pain and hers is different.
you ever tried laying in Epsom salt in bath water?
Yeah, it helps, but not all the time. It doesn't
Right.
help all the time.
I do
I
that a
found what
lot.
helps me the most when my back starts burning. If my back starts burning, I lay completely flat on my bedroom floor in the dark because I got me some blackout curtains. So I make the room completely dark, and I turn the fan on and I meditate and I shift my own energy to get my spine to stop hurting, and that's a form of Reiki right there.
Right.
I
That's what I was just,
I'm
that's
learning how
good
to
you're
do it on
studying
other
that.
people.
Because look how quick you learn how to do all the other stuff. This will come to you like a breeze. And then you can teach me.
Oh, it already is. Like, I already know, but like, I'm just taking free online classes from somebody who's
Have you got your
a
stones?
Reiki master. Reiki. I got some stones I could use, but I don't got my pendulum yet, so I'm waiting for it. But you don't always
No.
have to use stones. Like, I can feel the energy coming off somebody. So
Right, right.
it's just like I align their chakras, and then you just shift the pain energy and move it out of their body.
So let me ask you something. Would you be able to do something like that online with someone like me and use video chatting now?
Oh no, I haven't tried it before. I
Well, I'm
could
gonna
show
get
you
you
how I
try
do
it.
it for myself, and you could probably do it for yourself. Because all you have to do is lay in a dark room, which I lay in a dark, and something on that focus on. Like, I focus on my fan making motory sound. And of course, if Ruby's sleeping, I have that snoring. Um,
Right.
but just focus on something, and then just picture all your chakra points. I mean, I can go through it when we have more time, and I can, or you can look up your chakra points. The head is white. Um, your third eye is I kind of forget what colors they are because I don't go by colors where I'm visually impaired.
Right.
I just kind of make it until I feel like warm in the places where my chakra is, and then I kind of start shifting my energy. Like I imagine the pain where I'm feeling it at the time. It could even be a headache, and I'm just picturing it like a cord, and I'm kind of making the cord so tight, and then it feels like I'm cutting it.
Right.
I mean, it's just a visual thing, and then it works.
You know, that would be
At least it
something
does for
too.
me.
We can do a video on a live stream, you know, talk about stuff like that. But just like, you know, there's this lady I've been
Mm-hmm.
talking to, a very
And
sweet lady named Holy Cowgirl. You'll love her to death, Kel.
mm-hmm.
She's a sweetheart. But she once told me, she said, you know, Rhoda, you need to start doing live streams. She said, you got great content. She said, just get, you know, live streams will get more people coming to your channel because people like live streams. So just some different ideas we need to think of that we can do on live stream to make it fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can even sell some of my ghost stories and teach people about stones and stuff like that. And even, I mean, like I even have some ideas if you want to teach them about different kind of pagan cultures like Native American, uh, you know,
Yeah.
because there's so many different spiritual paths that people can take that I think as long as you believe in something, I think, and you're a good person, you'll go to that heavenly plane.
Right.
As long as you're a good person and believe and help others, yeah, I think you still go to a heavenly place. Because, I mean, look at some of the other people who've moved on. I'm not going to say any names, but they've got so many different cultures, but they're happy in heaven, but they believe
Yes.
differently.
You know,
As long as you believe in something, you'll go to heaven.
so have they never did do anything with the making another Weave app, did they?
There's that one called Stitch I've been working with. It's kind of set up like Weave, way you
Is
scroll and interact with people. Yeah.
right? Is there any of our old friends on there?
Warren and Marv every once in a while. But right
What
now,
about
where it's only
Miss
for
Sarah?
she was on it at the beginning. I haven't seen her in a while. Last time I
What
talked to
about?
her personally, she was taking care of the kiddos.
Yeah, that'd be something cool. We need to find us
I've been
another
talking
Weave
to
site.
Jackalaka. He's been going through a
I
lot
bet
of
he's just
personal
crazy,
crap lately.
probably so crazy as
Oh, he's
hell.
on TikTok now. He added me. He added me to TikTok, and he's making TikToks now.
What is your
I mean, so am
TikTok?
I. I mean, I'm on TikTok.
What is it under, Kel?
Like everything else. Kel
Kel
McFarland.
McFarland?
Like everything
Okay.
else. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of content. I have like scary stories. I have things I voice over, you know. Like,
Right.
you know, lips talk through some stuff. I have some videos about my visual impairment. There's Ruby content.
I'm going to go check it out.
I mean, yeah, I like TikTok. And TikTok, if you have an Android like smartphone, you can download it on Android.
I need to work on too. Also, I need to make a Facebook for Crypt Keepers Haunts.
I can help you with that
Yeah, that way we can
if you want me
post
to.
some. Yeah, I do. We can post some free videos on that too. You know what I mean?
Well, if you,
Anything that's going to
because
help the channel out.
my appointment for the doctor is tomorrow at 1 p.m. After I get home, I can start setting that page up.
Okay. Well, listen, it's getting late, and I'm gonna let you go. I've enjoyed talking to you. Message me tomorrow when you get
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Okay. Oh, by the way, you need to invest in a weighted blanket because I think it helped you sleep with all your pain you got.
Oh, I might. Yeah. That. Matter of fact, my mom has got
Got
one.
one
She
right
just tried to
here.
give me. Does it help?
Yes. Like, it just makes me feel like I'm in a warm hug.
My mom offered
And
me
it's
one the other
cool.
day,
The
and I'm
one I've
like,
got is like really cool. I
I
mean, this
may
15
look into that.
pounds does not feel like 15. I mean, once you lay it across you, I'm usually out like a light.
Right.
But it also makes me feel, it makes my anxiety lower.
Oh wow.
And Ruby likes to take it when I'm not under it.
All right, doll.
Tim's fiance gave it to me.
Well, that's cool.
Okay. Well, I'll let you, I will talk to you later, and then you can edit this, and we can talk privately tomorrow about other things that's been going on with us.
All right, doll. I love you.
So, love ya. Bye. And I'll have
See
makeup
ya.
on so I look pretty.
You're always pretty. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, thank you. Love you, sissy. Bye.
Love you. Okay, guys, that is the conclusion of our broadcast. Now I'm going to go back and see about how to edit this video.